Story time on how I was assaulted at a nail salon.
You cannot do
Hey,
it.
get off!
You cannot do
Ma'am,
it. I call the police.
do not take.
I still can't believe that shit happened. Yeah, we got a couple claw marks. My neck is as bad as it was. You got the wrong one, girl. You got the wrong one.
Yeah, they definitely got the wrong one. And we're coming back to that chaos later. But first, our very first nail nightmare is out of Oregon, and it comes with $1 million lawsuit. We're starting in Portland, where one woman says her manicure left her with more than just acrylics. She's suing a nail salon for $1.75 million.
Is suing a nail salon alleging that she got infected with herpes after an appointment. In the complaint, the 23-year-old woman said that she went to PDX Nails on Northeast Gleason to get an acrylic nail manicure just last June. She claims the nail tech didn't use gloves and kept tools and drill bits in an Altoids mint container. Court documents said after the manicure, she noticed what appeared to be an infection and inflammation on her right index finger and started feeling sick. The documents say that she eventually had a swab test done and it came back positive for genital herpes. The woman said in the lawsuit that she did not have the virus before the nail appointment and has had several outbreaks since then. She alleges negligence and unlawful trade practices and is seeking $1.75 million. We reached out to PDX Nails for comment. We have yet to hear back.
When you hear independent nail techs like me and my fellow nail friends, or if you ever watch a live from Mary Negron's School of Nails, and she is constantly, and we are constantly trying to get in your head that you need to properly sanitize and disinfect your tools, not only your tools, but everything in the nail salon. This is why, in a second, I'm going to show you a video. This is why sanitation and disinfection should be #1 priority in your salon, because crap like this should not be happening. And shame on the nail salon for actually letting this happen.
Okay, so you won't believe this. A Portland woman claims she got genital herpes from a nail salon, and she just settled her lawsuit, okay? Okay, so back on June 1st of 2023, a 23-year-old visited PDX Nail Salon in Northeast Portland. So she paid for an acrylic manicure. The tech had no gloves, and allegedly she had her tools... I can't. And allegedly she had her tools stored in an Altoid tin. 4 days later, blisters, urgent care, and a diagnosis of herpes. Now, the herpes infection on her finger was from HSV2. So she says she had 0 herpes before, and now she takes antivirals and still gets painful flare-ups. She has to bandage her fingers every day because it's contagious. And people always ask her things like, what's wrong with your finger? So she says it's very embarrassing, and this, comes with the lawsuit. Now, she sued for $1.75 million, claiming negligence and deceptive business practices. The salon reportedly even had prior violations. Another location earlier fined for unsanitary tools and cleaning. And guess what? They just settled, but the terms are under wraps. So if you settle in, you already know. You already know.
Storing the drill bit used during the manicure in an Altoids container.
So it wasn't until after the manicure that she noticed that her index finger was infected, and then she became sick. She went to the hospital, and for tests, she then found out and received the positive results that she had genital herpes.
Now, don't let this be you, y'all, okay? This is why I stress getting educated and following the procedures that you're supposed to follow from state board. Like, if they're following the rules and regulations and being sanitary, this would have never happened to this young lady. Like, you gave her a lifetime disease because you're nasty. Don't be like this. Don't. But this can happen to any nail tech that's unsanitary. Y'all, please get educated. Please.
The salon denied it, but either way, the nightmare is real. You walk in for a fill and walk out with a lifelong virus. And after more than a year in court, the case was officially settled in July 2025, with both parties reaching an agreement. So here's the question. If it were you, would you settle, or would you have taken this all the way to trial? Let me know in the comments. Now, let's get back to that mess we saw at the beginning, because it only gets worse. This one comes straight from TikTok, where Haven, aka Haven's Heart at Haven Score, told the story of a salon visit that turned into a full-on fight. She and her sister had been going to this salon for years, but things went left fast.
Story time on how I was assaulted at a nail salon.
You cannot do it. Hey, get off! I call the police.
Let's just start from the very beginning. Me and my sister went to this nail salon. It's in our local hometown. It's been there forever. I used to go there in high school, and it was good. It was really good. You remember in my previous video, I said, look at my busted nails, and I still paid for the removal? That's what this is. We paid for the services in full. We didn't argue. We were just like, I said no thank you. My sister paid, and that was that. Later, that following evening, my sister is starting to have a terrible reaction. Her eyes are super red and itchy and bumpy. Her nail is swollen and inflamed. As a cosmetologist, I know I'm kind of beating myself up for it because just the state of the salon, we should have left. We shouldn't have been there. It was extremely dirty. She was using obviously unsanitized implements on my sister. Dirty nail files, dirty clippers, dirty station. Just the station wasn't even wiped down. You could see nail residue just on the station. So my sister calls the following day asking for a refund or even a partial refund. The lady was beyond rude, just like she was during my sister's nail appointment. Once I sat down to get my nails removed, I came in to get a full set of acrylics and a soak off. At the time I had Gel X on my nails, so I just wanted a fresh set of acrylics. I haven't had them in a while, dang. She sits me down, we sit down next to each other, and the lady looks at my nails and says, what's this? I said, it's Gel X. She said, you can't soak that off in acetone. I was like, yes you can. Yes, you can. I don't want to argue with you nor tell you how to do your job, but yes, you can. Anyone who knows anything, acetone will eat through anything. Get out of here with that. Get out of here with that. So she then tries to pop them off with another nail tip. I politely reminded her, I didn't ask for a pop off. I asked for a soak off because I want it done the right way. You cannot pop off Gel X. It's already so damaging when someone does that with acrylics. I couldn't imagine Gel X. I mean, I couldn't. She put both AirPods in and completely disassociated. Anytime my sister would ask for a tweak or anything on her nails, the lady would ignore her. We would just look at each other kind of in disbelief, like she's not listening. I almost wanted to just tap the desk and be like, are you here? Are you listening? It was so bad. It was just so rude. And she was extremely rude to her on the phone. My sister called back multiple times saying, hey, this is not getting any better. If I have to go get like antibiotics or whatever to take care of this, I will be sending this to you. Like, I'm not paying for this. Like, I don't think even a partial refund that she was asking for towards the end of just the bullshit of her just being dismissive, a partial refund would have been $30. Come on, lady. So after my sister called me like super upset about the whole thing, I decided to call just to get their license number and her name, because I have every right as a client, as a customer, to get state board in there to check it out. I know what this is supposed to look like. I know that they are not up to code and there's a million different violations in that nail salon. And again, I have every right for the safety of other customers and other clients to have them check it out. I don't see a problem with that. I just don't. Call me petty, call me whatever you want. I really don't care. Call the nail salon and say, hello, I'm calling to get the name and license number of the lady who performed a service on my sister the other day. Immediately, she starts going off. Already cussing at me over the phone. She's screaming and yelling, telling me that I have no business asking her for that, and she's sure as hell not going to give it to me over the phone, and that if I want it, I have to come to the salon to get it. And then hangs up the phone. Again, super disrespectful, super dismissive. Truthfully, I don't think she thought I was going to show up. I think she thought I was just going to forget it and let it be. You got the wrong one, girl. You got the wrong one. So I was like, okay, that's a bet. Nail salons and any service industry field like massage therapy, nails, hair salons, esthetician salons have to have their license posted for the public and for customers to see. It's basically a, yeah, I'm certified to do this. I know what I'm doing type thing. But it has to be public. It has to be front of salon. Everyone has to be able to see it. So I walk in there very politely, very kindly. I'm recording so that I can go ahead and just get the license picture and get out. Oh my God, this is where it goes south.
Haven calls the salon, gets nothing but attitude, and decides to show up in person. And when she did, she made it very clear she was not the one, not the two, and definitely not the three either.
I say, hi, how are you? I say, good, how are you? I said, I'm good, thank you. It started off polite. It started off nice. I said, I spoke with somebody on the phone earlier and I'm here to get a license number and name of the person who performed a service on my sister. And she said, that's when she lost it. I don't have to give you anything. I told you I'm not giving you a refund. We're way past a refund. We are way past a refund at this point. I lift my phone to get the wall of licenses. She grabs my wrist, shoves my face, and is like attacking me, And I just start screaming like, do not touch me. Do not touch me. It took every single ounce of patience in me to absolutely knock the hell out of her. She rips her license off of the wall, slams it down on the desk. I'm trying to get the Salon's license number. And then obviously I came in there for hers. I'm not leaving without it at that point. I'm not leaving without it. So what do? I snatched that hoe. I snatched it right off the desk and went to the other side of the salon to get a clear photo of it. So then another lady from the back, she was kind of there the whole time. I don't even know really where she came from because my back was turned to them. Rookie mistake, I guess. This lady like runs and jumps. Not even jumps, just like attacks me from the back and is trying to take my phone. And then the other lady is in front of me, also trying to take my phone. I'm being like just berated between both of these women. And honestly, I'm kind of in shock the whole time. Get off me, you're not allowed to touch me, stop touching me. And then she starts screaming, call the police. I'm like, yes, please, call the police. Like, what are you doing? Like, this is insane, this is mad. So as I head back to the other side of the salon, the older lady then again approaches me and tries to knock my phone out of my hand and is demanding for me to give it to her. Obviously, I said no. Like, what? She then like goes from behind me again and she's like on my back at this point. So I shove her off. I'm like, get off of me.
You cannot do it. Hey, get off! Ma'am! I call the police. Do not touch.
She kind of stumbles into the nail tower that they have in there with all like the nail polishes on it, and then starts screaming that I hurt her. I did it. I hurt her. I'm like, you just attacked me. Like, what do you expect? You think I'm gonna just let you hang out there? Like, no, girl, no. Then the other lady, the one that I initially started talking to in the first place, locks the front door, tells her friend, mom, whoever it was, to go lock the back door. And I'm saying, like, you cannot do that. Like, you are not allowed to do that. It didn't matter. It didn't matter. I'm standing there, I'm like shaking. I'm freaking out. I call my mommy because my mommy's like, she's gonna she said, call the police right now. So I called the police. I was like, am I allowed to leave? Can I leave? And she was like, yes, you have every right to leave. She's like barricading the door and I can't get out. I said, okay, I'm gonna have to put my hands on her in order to leave. Am I allowed to do that? And she was like, I wouldn't do that if I was you. Which makes sense because that would have been me starting a physical fight yet again. So probably not the best idea. I absolutely would have just and been gone, but whatever. So then the police show up. The guy is like, okay, can somebody explain to me what's going on? And she said, let her. Thank you. I'll take the microphone. Thank you. So I explained to him exactly what happened. I explained to him exactly why I was there. I tried to be as calm as possible. Basically, he watched my video that I had on my phone and he went back to their office and watched the salon's footage, which she was extremely apprehensive to give, mind you. She didn't want to show him that. Duh. So then he comes back out and honestly, I don't know why they weren't arrested on the spot. It kind of bothers me a little bit just because it was 2-on-1, extremely aggressive, so uncalled for, but not provoked. Just so unprovoked. That's the word. So then he hands me their information, tells me, you know, you're allowed to file for assault. He said, in this case, I would file for assault because duh. The owner comes out and he starts screaming and cussing me out, telling me I have no right to be there, I shouldn't have been there in the first place, saying that he already cleared it, he said no refunds, and I'm like, you don't even know what the deal is. I don't need a refund. I don't need the money anymore. Okay, I don't. So I went down to file for assault. Yeah, and a part of me wonders if she was hiding her license so much because it's forged or like not real. Makes me wonder, but I'm definitely looking that up because I have it. She was screaming and yelling at them saying that there's personal information on there, and I'm like, there's not. There's literally not. It's your name and your last name and your state board license number. That's all there is on there. Like, I know. I tried telling you that I know, but you didn't want to listen. So yeah. I'm gonna insert some pictures just to show you when they were fresh. It's not terrible. I mean, I would live, it's fine, like whatever, but that was just beyond unnecessary.
Haven even posted a part 3 answering viewer questions, so if you want the full story, definitely check her page. But the point is clear. Not all nail nightmares are about bad products or infections. Sometimes it's pure chaos. So today we had a lawsuit over a manicure that allegedly spread herpes and a viral TikTok story where a nail appointment ended in a brawl. Which one shocked you more? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget, this is just the beginning of nail nightmares. All October long, we're bringing the spookiest, messiest stories from the nail world. So hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.